fresh violence has erupted in Hooghly during the Ram Navami shobha yatra at Rishra area. In fact, this violence is on the heels of the violence that took place earlier in Howrah on the Ram Navami as well. Now, what police sources are telling us is that two groups had clashed on Thursday in Howrah amid the Ram Navami celebrations. During the procession, the rioters vandalized public and private properties and set fire to the vehicles. Both the TMC and the BJP have shared videos as evidence to show the people, those who started or are responsible for this violence in West Bengal's Howrah, which took place on Thursday. A large police force has been deployed in the area at this moment. Now, the fresh violence and these visuals that are coming in quite, in fact, a serious situation there, and massive police bandobast has been now made to ensure that the situation can be brought under control. There are videos in which you can see a lot of saffron-clad men, in fact, and the commotion that is taking place. Now, the allegation of the BJP is that in fact, the BJP was showing some shops being vandalized and stones being pelted at the Rapid Action Force and the police. In the video shared by the Trinamool Congress, the party of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, red circles are drawn over some men to highlight them as they are seen holding guns and other weapons in the Ram Navami procession, which allegedly took place on an unauthorized route to target and attack a particular community. That's as per the Trinamool video is concerned. Let's listen in because of this fresh violence which has taken place this evening in Hooghly. The BJP has made some allegations. Let's listen in first to what Dilip Ghosh of the BJP had to say on this.
देखिए, इतनी लंबी शोभा यात्रा, पूरा टाउन घूम रहा है, हजारों लोग हैं, बच्चे हैं, महिलाएं हैं, उनके ऊपर अचानक पथराबाजी होती है। हावड़ा का दूसरे घटना होने के बाद भी सरकार कितना सचेत है मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। ममता बनर्जी केवल राजनीति देखती हैं, नहीं तो आज ये होने की कोई संभावना ही नहीं था। पुलिस अगर पहले से और नजर रखता है जहां गड़बड़ होता है, जो लोग गड़बड़ करते हैं, तो ये घटना नहीं होती। पत्थरबाजी हुई, गाड़ी तोड़ा जा रहा है, लेकिन जो बच्चे और महिलाएं हमारे साथ आए थे उनके ऊपर क्या होगा? वो स्टैम्पेड हो जाएंगे, भाग रोड हो रही, पुलिस हमारे ऊपर टीयर गैस फेंक रहा है।
Saurabh, my colleague who's keeping a very close eye on this situation, is on his way to the location where this violence and rioting along with this arson that you will see right now is taking place. A few vehicles have been set on fire. Saurabh, what's the situation first of all at this moment, and then we'll talk about politics. Just give our viewers a sense of the situation on the ground right now and what is the action that the police is taking.
Well, at this point, really, the police have rushed additional forces there to control the situation. And there are, of course, police personnel who are present there to try and, ensure that the situation doesn't escalate any further. At this point, really, the concern is that law and order should be enforced. There should be no breakdown of law and order, something that the pictures clearly say there is. Stone pelting happening as centered around that Ram Navami procession. Now, obviously, this is something that the administration has taken note of. And we've seen earlier also in Howrah, there have been claims and counterclaims over what incited the violence, whether it was, the group that was passing by in the procession or whether it was somebody else while the procession was passing by. That concern still remains. Also, we don't know how violence started really.
All right. Saurabh, while you are on your way at this moment, I'm sure the politics on this has started, but particularly, this is a very worrying sign that during the Ram Navami procession or the celebration, this has taken place. Now, the police says that the violence that took place in Howrah, it took place on an unauthorized route. They are saying that it was people from the yatra which started the violence. What happened today? Was it an authorized route which was being taken?
Well, we're not sure about what route was allowed, but, the administration really this year has allowed several Ram Navami processions to go on, saying that, they will not come in the way of allowing these if the guidelines are followed. But there are questions over whether guidelines have been followed or not.
Okay.
there's been no claim made yet over whether this particular one in Rishra has violated any route permission or anything of that sort. But in the earlier one in Howrah, the administration was clearly saying that they did not give permission. All they had sent was a certain suggestions in a letter to the organizers, which the organizers did not respond to. And this time around, we still haven't heard that part of whether the permission was given. But presumably, given that Dilip Ghosh, who's a senior BJP leader, was leading the procession, one presumes that permission was indeed given.
Okay. Saurabh, thank you for joining us. Saurabh is on his way to this very spot where, in fact, we'll be bringing you live updates as well as soon as Saurabh reaches there. Joining me now is Priyanka Tibrewala, Secretary and spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party in West Bengal. She's an advocate as well. We are also being joined by Tausif Ahmed Khan, political analyst who supports the TMC. I welcome both of you to the show. I want to start with you, Mr. Khan. No matter what the provocation, who started it, that's a part of the police investigation. The fact remains, sir, if the police and the West Bengal government has given permission for some yatra to take place, the security is the responsibility of the state. How have they failed in that, sir?
Absolutely, I agree with you that the responsibility is with the state and police. And you are right that what is the reason of the violence is a subject of investigation by the police. It is very unfortunate that all these shobha yatra, I mean not all of this, but some of these shobha yatra is turning into a arsoning yatra or rioting yatra or danga yatra. It is very, very unfortunate. We are seeing this trend across the country. And we have seen what happened in Howrah. People were arrested. These people turned out to be members of Bajrang Dal and other right-wing organization. And the case there was that they deviated from the route that was given to them. They chanted objectionable slogan. They were playing DJ outside the mosque. So these are troublemakers. What has happened in the Hooghly, we should wait and see what the police has to say.
But do you accept that this is a failure of the state government to ensure that law and order situation should not have gone out of hand?
No, people from outside the state were found involved in the incident in Howrah. They were not the localites, people who were given the procession, the yatra, the permission for the...
All that is subjective. Who was there, who was not there, who's the culprit? You give permission, it is your responsibility that it goes without any problem. But Mr. Tibrewala, I want to come to you. How is it that a religious festivity, as the allegation is, has become an occasion or a point to prove to a certain community? Massive provocations are outside mosque or in a certain area. That's not what religious processions are all about, are they?
Firstly, whatever you have just said, that it is some kind of provocation, I would say that if practicing your dharma or celebrating any of your occasions, if that provocates someone, if someone is unhappy, then what do you want? That one community should stop doing or following their religious ceremonies? Then in that case, tell me one incident when there are processions on Muharram, which areas the procession should go and which areas they should not go. Has the Chief Minister ever said that the procession will not pass from a Hindu area? Have they ever been attacked?
Madam, but if their procession, you're trying to present in a different context. All I'm asking is that, ma'am, may I continue with my question? Then you please answer. I will give you time. What I'm trying to suggest is that if there is a procession, yatra going on, that's a religious festival that everybody has a right to, in fact, go ahead and celebrate. But if at a particular place, be it a mosque or some sensitive area, if people stop, loud music is played, certain slogans are made, this is bound to inflame passion. Why invite trouble?
These are just excuses which now the state government is trying to find, because you see, this is the same place in Howrah. I'm talking about Howrah at the moment. In Howrah, last year also in the same place, the procession was attacked, and it was attacked this year also in the same place. Then they came out with a blatant lie where they said that the route was changed. No, there is written permissions where it was mentioned that this stretch of 100 meters where the danga happened last year, where they were attacked, please give us protection so that this procession can peacefully be continued. But thereafter, even though that the police was present, in presence of the police, the procession was attacked. And we have all seen and witnessed that. There are a number of videos where you see that the stones were pelted in front of the police people.
So there are, Mr. Ahmed...
You say that someone provoked. Not at all. You tell me one thing. If someone is provoked, will there be, will they keep petrol bombs ready with them?
Ma'am, but those are unsubstantiated allegations that you are also making, because both the BJP and TMC have released videos of people from each other on their side using guns, using petrol bombs and carrying weapons. I mean, that is not part of any religious festivity, are they?
Carrying guns were part of the procession. When the procession was attacked, you see that a mob came and they attacked the procession, and that very time there could be someone from that mob who was present in that procession, who came or entered that procession.
Precisely, that is what the investigation has to be in apart from the allegations. But Mr. Khan, what Priyanka Tibrewala is saying, why is it that a particular stretch or a particular area, if the government knows it, the police knows it, is a sensitive place, why aren't proper arrangements made, or don't give permission and make sure that the procession goes into a different direction? So isn't this, at this moment, apart from the law and order situation, becomes political, where the Home Minister says that there is appeasement politics and the situation as far as the law and order is concerned is completely crumbling in the state of West Bengal?
You see, Mamata Banerjee has clearly said that she will not stop any religious procession. And I beg to differ with my friend Priyanka Tibrewala. She said that this is a religious procession. No religion teaches anyone to go and do arsoning and rioting and go and celebrate Ram Navami in front of a dargah, get on the top of the mosque. No, that's not a religion. This is a political procession.
Hold on, man. Let him complete. I'm coming to you.
No, I beg to differ with her. It is a political procession under the garb of a religion. Misusing religion. You're trying to incite passion. You're trying to create your narrative for 2024 election. This is
but
no
Mr. Khan, what does inciting passion means? I mean, if somebody is saying something, does that give any group, and I'm talking about any group, to react in a violent manner? Police, there is police, you can complain to the police. That doesn't mean that there should be a violent reaction to some slogans, is it, sir? No matter how objectionable they are. I'm just trying to put this out.
I absolutely agree with you that no matter what the provocation is, no one has a right to react violently. We know, as a matter of fact, we have seen that in Howrah, slogans such as Pakistan mein Bharat mein rehna hoga, to Jai Shri Ram kehna hoga. These were chanted outside the mosque at right 5:45 p.m. right at the time of Iftar. DJ was brought and they were playing loud music at the time of Azan. These are provocative. I agree.
Okay.
But I also agree that no one has a right to react violently.
Priyanka Tibrewala, last year when the violence took place, there were and many news organizations carried those stories. We saw how it became violent, and we saw people carrying BJP flags also beating the police. Should this not be, madam, whether you are in opposition or in government, a matter for concern? A matter for concern for every political party, because it doesn't matter whether you are in opposition or the ruling party. This is creating serious divide in our country.
Now, let me tell you that I am not telling you anything which is hearsay. I was a part of that procession in Howrah Shivpur, and I very well know that what chants were going on. It were clear chants of Jai Shri Ram when we were attacked. So it is not hearsay, but it was that I was present there. And Mr. Tausif Khan, now we do not need to learn religion from him, because we don't go and preach or teach their religion to them. But the fact remains that when a chief minister, a vindictive chief minister, when she says that please don't go to Muslim areas, what is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? That Hindus will be attacked in Muslim areas? That's a clear indication.
But does it mean that in all opposition ruled states, Ram Navami or such timings, such festivals are turning into a problem, man, be it Bihar or be it West Bengal? Why only opposition ruled states?
Now, it is not about opposition ruled state. It happened in Gujarat. It happened in many other places. I will tell you the simple answer to this is that it is the tolerance of Hindus which is being misunderstood as their weakness, although we consider our tolerance as a strength. But those attacking the Hindus, when they are following their festivals, shouldn't they be questioned?
Everybody who is taking the law in their hand, no matter which religion they come from, should be questioned and should face the wrath of the law in full. And the other thing I would like to tell you, ma'am, tolerance, these are not threats. The country is run by the rule of the law. There is a book called Constitution. Whether you are minority, majority or any religion, it's not about your tolerance or if you take the law in your hand, no matter who you are, you have to face the entire wrath of the law to the letter, to the spirit. I would leave it there. Thank you so much to both of you for joining us. It's a very worrying situation what is taking place in West Bengal, also in Bihar, and we'll hope, in fact, at this moment that situation comes under control and such divisive, at least, kind of statements or gestures are controlled and not allowed to take place.